Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't.
Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Red's View. I am your gracious host, Jay Red, and I have a special guest with me today.
Exclusive.
He goes by the name of Blood Raw. What's happening, player?
What's up, big dog?
Hey, man, just avoiding COVID as usual, enjoying my 2021 so far. How things been with you?
Man, same thing here, man. Just trying to stay safe, stay out the way. You feel me?
Man, I feel it, man. So, man, I thank you for joining me. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot to cover. I know new material out, and you got a lot of history and things like that. So, we can dive into it, bro. So, man, one thing that me and you both have in common. Can you
What's
take
that?
a guess? We take a guess.
I don't know.
we from the same place originally.
You from Panama?
I was born in Panama City, yeah.
For real? Who
Yeah.
your people?
Man, my people, I ain't really got people there like that. My folks that stayed there I had left when I was like going to third grade. So I was born,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I got, my dad still he live in Fort Lauderdale now. So,
Okay.
Yeah. But I remember seeing that about you back when y'all had first came out or whatever. So yeah,
Right.
man, a little Florida connection and stuff like that. So how was it growing up in Panama City for you?
I mean, as a kid, you don't really realize your circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you usually showered by either love or, you know what I'm saying, or your situation ain't as good, but it don't really seem as bad as when you grow up and you look back and say to yourself, man, we was struggling or we was, you know what I'm saying? It was rough on us. Like, you don't really get that as a kid. So, a lot of times my perception from that come as when I got older, and then I look back and say, for me, it really wasn't that bad as I thought it was, you know what I'm saying? But I did know that I didn't want to live that type of way, my grandma slave driving and her grown kids living in the same house, not doing that. I didn't want to live that way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So with that, man, how did you end up starting to rap? Like, did you move to Atlanta first?
No.
Okay.
No. Actually, me and my friend, that's crazy. We in the car right now. We started rapping. You know what I'm saying? We both were Tupac fans, and actually our friend taught us how to write a verse. You know what I'm saying? This guy named Michi, he taught us how to structure, you know what I'm saying, bars and what was 16 and stuff like that. And, we really just, we love music. So it really wasn't hard for us to talk about at the time, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I pretty much started, we had some pretty good success, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And as we grow older, I got involved in the streets, and that kind of like, took my path out from rapping at that point in time.
Yeah, for sure, man. So then the transition from Florida to getting discovered by Jeezy. Now, Jeezy did discover you, right?
Yeah, well, he was one of the people. I actually had a show in Dothan, Alabama. I had a song called Represent. It was on fire. You know what I'm saying? And he had just dropped Streets is Watching mixtape. But nobody in Alabama, they really didn't know him. He was really there on promo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Panama City and Dothan, Alabama is only an hour and some away.
Right.
So that's kind of still home for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they got my music. They've been had my music, and they was on my music. And nobody was at his show, so they came to the show my show.
Mm-hmm.
And when they came in there, they seen the crowds, rapping my song word for word, and couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And they instantly pulled me to the side and was like, what you want to do, man? You feel me?
Yeah.
But keep in mind, they wasn't the only people that was interested in me at the time. T.I. wanted to sign me, Universal wanted to sign me, Atlantic Records wanted to sign me, and a couple more people. You know what I'm saying? CTE just was a better fit for me at the time that I thought. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for the type of music that I do, I just felt like, you know, after the conversation we had, that this was a better place that I needed to be, because they would understand, you know what I'm saying, my type of music and know what to do on putting it out.
Exactly. And when Jeezy caught wind of you and signed you, that was like, you know, when he was climbing up and he had popped.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
For
sure.
Thug Motivation one-on-one was a classic, and then I remember U.S.D.A. So that was the group that y'all formed. Did he already have that group, or y'all formed that group together?
No, we created the group. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't just me and Slick Puller. It was our whole crew. Me and Slick Puller was just the faces of U.S.D.A.
Right.
U.S.D.A. could be, you know, anybody across the world. United Streets of D-Boys of America. We just representing that lifestyle. That's what U.S.D.A. was.
Yeah, definitely. So, man, y'all put out a banger. I remember y'all put out the White Girl, had the South going crazy.
Right.
Did Drummer Boy do that beat, or who did that beat?
Yeah, Drummer Boy did that beat.
Okay. Yeah, I remember it used to bang real hard. Y'all had the video and everything. What was the recording process like, recording the Cold Summer album that y'all put out?
Man, we did the Cold Summer album in 30 days, literally. Like, we literally left the house, come to the studio about 7, stay in the studio till probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, go party, leave from the club, come back to the studio at about 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how we came up with it. We just had fun. We didn't overthink nothing. And, you know, it probably was 3 or 4 producers max on that album that we worked with. You know what I'm saying? We just had fun.
Yeah. And I know it was crazy back then, you know, being around amongst the other elite artists at the time, rolling around with Jeezy. I'm sure you ran into Jay-Z a couple of times, or, you know, different.
Oh, yeah, we performed. We performed with Hov.
How was that, man, performing next to
It was big.
Yeah.
It was big. It was probably one of the biggest things I ever done, other than, you know, performing at Times Square on New Year's Eve when the ball dropped. You know what I'm saying? That and performing for Jay-Z was the biggest thing that I've ever done.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man, especially just being, you know, a young buck back then and, you know, you know, performing with him. I bet that was just iconic. So
yeah,
you put that album out, you put out White Girl. Then the following year, you put out your first official solo album.
Right.
And that came out in 2008. So
yes.
And that was My Life, the Testimony. So tell me what that was like. I know you work with the Justice League on there, which is some of my producers, drummer, everybody. So just take me to how that was recording that album.
Man, it was just my life. It was my life. The title of the album was everything that I done since a kid. You know what I'm saying? Everybody will tell you that your first album is your whole life history. You know what I'm saying? And everything after that you record is the months or the years that you live. But, you know, your first album is your baby. You know what I'm saying? You get to talk about everything that you've been through. And fortunately, I was able to work with some of the dopest producers, you know, Manny Fresh, Drummer Boy, Justice League, Midnight Black, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they were able to take my sound to where I want it to be. You feel me? Versus just making music for the club or whatever. Like, my album was an album that really had substance. You know what I'm saying? And I was extremely proud of it. You know, it was a number 5 album on Billboard with little to no promotions. You know what I'm saying? But we still was successful due to the fact of my fans that I salute. And I think to this day they still ride with me.
Yeah, definitely. Because I remember seeing it, like you said, it wasn't a lot of promo for it, but I'm a hip hop head, so I remember all the albums that came out during that time. So for the artists that are out there that are aspiring to be artists and things like that, when you put together an album, like, how many songs did you record for that album, and versus how many made the actual album?
To be honest, I'm not one of those artists that record a whole bunch of songs. Like, I don't really believe in that. Like, if I record to a beat, I really love the beat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists get beats, and because they don't got nothing to do, they'll try to put music to the song. I don't do that. Like, when I finished recording, I still had probably, you know, $50,000 to $75,000 left on my budget. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe in wasting time in the studio or just you know, in there just to be in there. Like I really like when I'm in there, I'm working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just what it is with me.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm pretty much the same way because I do music too, and it's like why
Yeah.
do it? You know, it's some stuff that ain't gonna come out, but at the end of the day, if I'm taking the time to write to it, more than likely, and why I spend money recording it, then yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
Yeah, you one of the first artists I heard talk about that, so that's what's up. For y'all
For
artists,
sure.
you can do it that way. So man, so that album comes out, right?
Yeah.
You know, you got great feedback, but then how long were you with CTE, Corporate Thugz Entertainment, which is Jeezy's label for y'all youngins that don't know? How long were you with them before you decided to leave?
Well, when my album dropped, you know, a lot of people was displeased. You know what I'm saying? And L.A. Reid specifically, you know, told Jeezy and the label CTE that, you know, we don't want to hear nothing else. We want a Blood Raw project. Y'all drop the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we gonna do. My second budget was open. But you know, me and him wasn't seeing eye to eye, and he didn't, you know, he didn't listen to L.A. Reid. He waited the whole 18 months just for me to be released versus putting the project out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was released, you know, them whole 18 months, my buzz was going down because, you know, in the music game, it only takes 60 days for you to be out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not doing something, you know, but yeah, he waited the whole 18 months, you know, along with me, you know, just beating a federal indictment. Like, it just sucked me dry, man, you know, spiritually, mentally, and financially. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was kind of, you know, I was kind of disgusted. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like, you know, walked away from music. You know, I did a couple mixtapes, but it wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And up until now, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just from my fans writing me, DMing me, you know what I'm saying, letting me know what my music has done for them and help them through. You know, I feel obligated that I have to give them something. I can't let them down. Like, you feel me?
Right.
Along with myself, I got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, you hear the track like my intro, Hush, the intro, and the Hustle for Mine single. You know what I'm saying? Because I do got something to prove, and I want the people to know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's real. This guy is talented. This guy is, he's a superstar. You feel me? And that's just the music that I'm putting out.
Yeah, I feel it, man. So with you, that transition from leaving, and I know you said it sucked you dry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's important that you have that fan base to, you know,
Of
help
course.
you and motivate you and do that stuff because it shows that you were doing something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Even if the project didn't map out the way that anybody wanted it, at least you had that fan base and you were able to continue on with your career, what you're doing now. And
Right.
yeah, so I applaud you for that. So, were there any discrepancies, like a fallout with Jeezy, or y'all still cool?
No, we haven't spoke. We haven't spoken years.
Yeah, got you. Yeah,
But you know what I'm saying? For me, I'm past that. I'm showing the world who Blood Raw is. You feel me? And, you know, we gonna take it from there. You know what I'm saying? The people could get their own opinion after that. Just listen to the music. You feel me?
I feel that. So, I read also that you were signed with Big Cat at one point, right?
Nah, see, that's the misconception. People they crazy. I did a joint venture with Melvin. Melvin is co-owner of Big Cat. I never met Big Cat a day in my life. I don't, you know what I'm saying? We didn't do business. I did a joint venture, one album joint venture, which the business was bad on that situation. You feel me? But yeah, I did a joint venture with Melvin. The album was super dope. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the business was horrible.
Yeah, I feel it, and that's the, you know, the thing that a lot of artists actually go through when the business ain't right and stuff like that. But one thing that's remarkable about you is that you had a buzz before you actually got signed.
Right.
Let the artists out there know how much work that you have to put in to get yourself noticed. You know what I'm saying? To have your own buzz to where you have your own fans before you sign. Like, what's the grind like for that?
I mean, now it's totally different because now you can meet a kid on the internet and he becomes successful overnight. You know what I'm saying? You don't even really know him. You don't even know how he look. You just know the record. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
when I started, the ground was extremely important because people bought into you as a person, then you as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they may listen to your music, But for them to become a fan, they had to buy into you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And believe your story, believe what you talk about, believe, you know what I'm saying, that you are who you say you are. You know, and I think that helped me with my longevity, you know what I'm saying, of really getting out there, you know what I'm saying, and meeting the people and, you know, doing all the leg work, going from city to city, state to state, you know what I'm saying, and I had to do that. I come from Panama City, Florida, like, we don't even have a local radio station that supports the artists, so I had to go, you know, past Tallahassee all the way to Miami to get played on the radio station, and that's 7-8 hours from me, you know what I'm saying? So I had to cover the whole panhandle, the whole Central Florida to South Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how I created my buzz, by just going places, me and my crew, and meeting people and building a relationship. Like, I never really came to DJs asking to play my music. I built the relationship first, and I kept in contact with these people. You know what I'm saying? I bought them drinks in the club. I checked on them. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. I never really asked nobody to play my music, because I feel like if we have a good relationship, then you're gonna play my music because you support me as a friend.
Right. Definitely, man. That's powerful right there, because I know the grind back then was so different from how it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, anybody can put stuff up on the internet, and if you go viral, you may have a career, you may not. But back then, you really had to build relationships. And I mean, it's still like that, I feel like now, but more so now you got the internet and stuff. So it's really coming from where we come from. So with your name, Blood Raw, how did you get that name?
Actually, I got the name in prison, but in the state of Florida, Blood Raw is a slang. It stands for the truth. Like, if I gave it to you in a sentence, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna give it to you Blood Raw. That means the absolute truth. That means I'm not playing. Like, you feel me?
Right.
But I got the name from two of my friends I was in prison with, and older cats. You know what I'm saying? One name was Cadillac, one name was Ike. My friend named Ike, he's in a wheelchair, but man, two of the coolest dudes I ever met. You know what I'm saying? They used to hear me write, you know, music in prison, and then my boy would be like, "Well, that Blood Raw." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
And the name just growed on me, and when I got out of prison, I used it.
Yeah. And now if you look at the Florida scene, it's more rappers, you know what I'm saying, than it was back then. How do you think the Florida rap scene looks now to you?
I love it. I love where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I just wish, you know, the youngers would stop beefing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because they only hindering themselves. You know what I'm saying? But I love what we doing. I love the cities that's on fire. You know what I'm saying? The Orlandos, the Miamis, the Fort Lauderdales, the Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Polk County, Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? Even the Panhandle, Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying? I love where we at with it.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So let's dive into the new stuff that you got out, man. What's the new? Do you got a new mixtape or a new album out that's out right now?
New album about to drop called Hush, which is an acronym. Hustle until something happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's where we at with it. You feel me? Not just for me, but for us all. You know what I'm saying? 2020 was a crazy year, so you know we all got to hustle till something happen.
Man, that's one of the dopest acronyms I've heard.
Straight up.
That acronym is dope, man. Hustle until something happen. I like that. So
for sure.
Yeah. So how many tracks are you gonna put on there, or do you have?
It's gonna be 14 on the album.
Yeah,
14 on the album.
Crazy, man. Yeah. Well, I know I'm excited to hear that, man. So, so with hustle until something happens, what do you want to happen in 2021?
I just want the world to hear me. You know what I'm saying? I want the world to hear me, and I think that, you know, the more interviews that I do, the more people are getting back, the more new people are becoming fans of Blood Raw. You know what I'm saying? And it's all God's plan, bro. Like, you know, I'm just doing the work. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of my biggest years that I've ever had. So I'm putting that out there.
Yeah, definitely. And with you as an independent artist now, do you prefer being independent over signing to a major? Like if a major wanted to reach back out to you and do some business, would you do it? Or do you like being independent more?
Well, yeah, I would do business, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand now that, you know, it's things that you'll never have enough money for independently. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a part, whether it's partnership or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? A major label, they just have relationships you know what I'm saying, and business partners that you could never reach as an independent. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I could remain independent and just get money, and you know what I'm saying. But it's bigger than that to me.
Yeah, definitely. I know it gets hard, and you know, as far as being an independent artist, having to do more work, but it feels like you get more gratitude once people buy into what you're doing or buy into your product. So yeah, I know a lot of indie artists need to hear that. But what advice would you give to anybody that's aspiring to rap, don't know where to start or whatever like that? Like from your experience, what do you suggest to them?
Just believe in yourself. Make no excuses. Don't worry about who's supporting you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have family members, man. You're gonna have people you love. You're gonna have friends. Everybody gonna give up on you at some point in time because it's not their dream. It's your dream. You know what I'm saying? And if you believe in yourself, then there's nothing that nobody can say. There's nothing that nobody can do to detour you from whatever you believe in. The only way that you can lose is if you stop believing in yourself.
Absolutely, man. That's truth to power right there. So what date is the album dropping?
I don't have a date just yet. I'm waiting on the artwork, but I got the single out now, Hustle for Mine. It's on all platforms. You can go get that, you know what I'm saying? And I got the intro out as well. It's called Hush. The intro is on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? You can get that as well, everywhere.
Okay, got you, man. Well, hey, man, I'm looking forward to the project. You know, Florida got to represent. Now, I moved to Alabama, you know what I'm saying, when I was young.
Okay.
Or whatever. You know, I always heart, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like going back to Panama. I say I need to take a visit back out there one day. But, man, I thank you for joining me. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be a media vessel for you to get back out there and do your thing, man. I
appreciate it, bro. Definitely.
So what's name your YouTube, your social media? How can everybody follow you?
Follow me on Instagram, Blood Raw 1. Blood Raw 1, the number 1. Blood Raw 1 on Instagram. Everything else is True Blood Raw. TrueBloodRaw. That's on Snapchat. That's on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And you can see all my videos and everything got going on with Blood Raw on Raw News, which is my YouTube channel. Raw News, RAWNEWZ. Raw News on YouTube.
Okay, bet that. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, bro?
Shout out to my fans, man. Salute to y'all. I appreciate you for having me. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my team. Everybody who involved, y'all know who you is. You know what I'm saying? All my new fans, I appreciate y'all. Listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is.
Okay, y'all heard that, man. That is Blood Raw. Thank you again for joining me, brother. Y'all already know where to follow me. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/WeAuthenticNetwork, and we get the best interviews like we're doing right now. And follow me, like I said, JAYR3D. This is Red's View, Blood Raw, and we are signing out.
Already.
Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, give up, give up, give up.
I know you got doubts, but get to the bag. Just follow the dream and stick with the plan. I know you get worried. I know you get